Hey everyone, Nick here. You're listening to an early podcast. This was recorded before, sadly, my Instagram got hacked and deleted. So, in the end, when I say follow me at All Started with a Mouse 71, that is gone. Now, you can follow me at Disney Detailer on Instagram. Thanks and enjoy the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 1 of All Started with a Mouse podcast. I am Nick Labazetta.
And I am Nick's brother, Tony.
And we are here to tell you everything about Disney, all the details, everything we love about it.
We know there's a lot of Disney World podcasts out there, and there's a lot of great ones. Well, we just want to give our own unique twist on things. We've been to the parks probably 10 times together. We like a lot of the same things, but there's also differences in our love of Disney. For example, Nick was in the college program, so he has a lot more information about offstage, or what do they call it, Nick?
Backstage.
Backstage, so things that regular guests wouldn't see. So while he was doing that, I am more details-oriented. I love all the backstories, the details, the hidden references and things like the attractions, the queues, the restaurants. I love exploring the detail and the depth that the Imagineers put into this place. So we're going to give a lot of information about that, but we're also going to do things like rank our favorite lands, tell you our favorite places to eat, tell you our worst places to eat, tell you the things to avoid, tell you the things to do, some secrets that you might not know about. And there's a lot of podcasts that do similar things like that, but it seems like either people are there all the time, they live down there so they can go to any restaurant they want 10 times in a row and judge it 10 different times. And while that's awesome and good for them, most of us who go to Disney aren't that lucky. So we give the perspective of people who can go about once a year, see every update that's been recent, try the restaurants, but isn't there enough to start maybe taking it a little for granted? We can be very respectful. We can, talk about all the things we love about it, but we can also be critical. There's some things that Disney does that isn't perfect. No company is ever perfect, even one like Disney. But I think what me and Nick and he'll obviously have a chance to talk. But I think the thing that really connects us in our love for Disney is the fact that the title of this episode, the title of the show, is It All Started with a Mouse. And that was a quote from the great Walt Disney. It all goes back to him. And me and Nick are both diehard, passionate fans of Walt Disney. He's my personal hero. I think he's one of Nick's as well. But Nick's shaking his head yes. And we just love what he gave to the world. He provided more entertainment to the human species than any other single person ever. And what he built, I hope he can see it somewhere. I hope he can see all the smiling faces, all the passion, the fact that there's, hundreds of people recording in their basements, radio shows essentially about, different aspects of these places, shows just how impactful he was on all of us. And, it all comes back to him. There's a reason his statue is in front of the castle. There's a reason the place is called Walt Disney World, not just Disney World. It's a testament to his vision, just like Roy said on opening day. So we love all those aspects, and we just want to give our opinions on this stuff. There's, like I said before, there's a lot of great podcasts. We're not saying this is the only one you should listen to. We listen to a lot of great ones too. But we think we can give a fun, unique opinion that is a little different than everyone else's out there.
I couldn't have put it better myself, Anthony. That was perfect. Like he said, I did work on the college program. I was in the Emporium on Main Street. And if there's any topics that come up where I have some interesting facts about being a cast member or stuff backstage, I will totally bring them up. And I think that'll add a good little twist to a podcast that some people normally don't hear.
Yeah, it seems like other podcasts where maybe there were some people on the podcast who were cast members, they didn't have the best experience. And that's fair to them. I can respect their opinion. I can respect that. But the great thing with Nick is he came back loving Disney just as much, if not more so.
Yeah, it was probably the best 4 months of my life, being able to go in to work and help guests and make magic, and then on my off days going to the parks and being a guest myself and experience it that way.
So I think that shows like the real level of love we have for this place. That you can work there for 5 days a week and still come out loving it. And Nick has a vacation planned in a couple months to go back. He's missing it that much. So our love for it is real. We're not going to have to be fake with that. But there's plenty that we can talk about that's not great, and there's things that we can tell you, hey, maybe it's best to avoid that. Maybe it's best to not eat there. But the vast majority of the podcast will be positive. We'll be talking about the details. We'll be talking about the depth of the storytelling. We'll be talking about different Imagineers who helped create this, magnificent place. I think it's going to be a great time. I'm looking forward to a long, long stretch of podcast episodes with you, Nick.
I'm very excited too.
And we hope you guys are with us for the ride. We'll have a lot more to follow this one, and hope to see you there.
See you real soon, everyone.